Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with the next installment of my sustainable swim series. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Mckenzie. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and stick around. I post videos every single week highlighting a different sustainable small business that is producing swimsuits. I'm very excited about it. I've done a few of them already that I will leave down below in the description bar so that you can check them out if you're looking for a little more inspo. Today I am sharing some suits from a brand called Swim. They are luxury high-end swimwear that is sustainable. Actually, all of the scraps from their factory go to Brazil to make dog beds, which I think is so cool. So I've got a bunch of styles from their various collections to share with you guys today. As per usual, I will leave links to everything down below so that you can shop. And without further ado, let's hop right on in. I do want to start off by saying that a lot of these suits are on the skimpier side. They are extremely flattering, but they definitely give me that Australian sexy Sports Illustrated vibe. So a little more minimal in coverage. That being said, I am wearing a size small in all of these pieces. I am a 34B in the chest and I have a 25-inch waist for reference. So the first suit that I have is this purple one. I absolutely love this style swimsuit. It is one of my favorites. You guys hear me talk about it all the time here on my channel. It's got those underwire cups and thin adjustable straps with a little clasp along the back. This brand actually gives you 3 different loops, so you can make this a little bit tighter or a little bit bigger if need be. And this bathing suit actually has no pads to it. There's not a spot to put them in either, so you're just kind of free in the nip here. It is double lined, as you can see, and one of my favorite things about high-end swimwear is that it's lined with the same material. So if it does happen to show through the other side, you don't have that ugly white mesh that a lot of Shein suits have. So this top was super cute. I love those because they're very flattering yet functional. You can tan in them, you can swim in them. They're not going to fall off, but you get a very basic tan line as well. These are definitely very high cut. They sit high up on the hips and really elongate those legs while slimming the torso down. The back of them is extremely cheeky. These are basically a thong, so definitely not a super family friendly style. However, they do make your butt look amazing. I'm not able to turn around as much as usual, like I said in the last couple of videos, just because of YouTube rules. They've changed them a little bit, so I love that one. That was probably my favorite style. Next up, I got this pink suit, and this is the exact same material as the last one. It's super soft, such a clear quality difference between these and my Shein Zaful kind of cheaper suits, especially in the stitching and the way that these are made. So these bottoms are super tiny. They are that diaper style that I talk about quite a bit. This is essentially a piece of fabric that moves along this lower band, so you can cinch these bottoms up and you can spread them apart a little bit. Definitely a very sexy suit for a photo. I really like this style bottom because, as you can see, this side is like a solid band and then this side is a self-tie. So only one side is like a string style suit. I definitely recommend tying this in a knot and then in a bow. That way, in case your bow comes undone, you've got a little bit of extra wiggle room. While these suits are minimal in coverage, I will say that the crotch area is a little bit thicker than some of the other retailers I share, which of course I appreciate. And then the top just looks like this. I actually wore this last week to a Hawaiian themed party and I got a lot of compliments on it. This is just a tiny little triangle style suit. It looks a lot smaller when I hold it up than when it's on. Don't get me wrong, it's still one of those like sexy, you've got a little bit of under boob kind of moments. There's also no padding to this, so you really are just kind of free in the nip. However, this isn't see-through. You do self-tie along the back and around the neck. Super, super cute. I just love that color, but it does come in a few different variations. Next up, I have this white bikini right here, and this has like a textured, almost waffle-like material to it. I love this top. Again, this is one of my favorite style tops to tan in, but I also really like to go in the water with this. If you're looking for a functional swimsuit to kind of dive under waves and play in the water with, this style triangle top is probably going to be a better bet. As you can see, these cups are stitched into place, so they can't move along this band. There's no risk of this like moving, sliding around while you are jumping over waves. And then this does have that little clasp along the back, and it's got thin adjustable straps. This is double lined, so not see-through either, especially because it is that thicker material. And then the bottoms just look like this. They are very, very tiny along the sides, as you can see. And then the butt is, again, practically that very cheeky, almost thong style. You see a lot of this style suit in Australia, in California. In certain areas, this is more so the norm, but very sexy. Next up, I have two royal blue suits, and I love this color. It's so flattering. These bottoms have a lot more coverage to them than the last few. They are meant to be more of like a standard brief, but you can wear these higher up on the hips if you want. I actually really like this style. It's a little more family friendly. However, it's still very flattering. They've got a little bit of cheek showing in the back, and they are very, very thick. Unlike some of the other ones, these ones actually have like a stitched band along the sides, so they have a little bit more coverage. They're not going to move as much, and they're not going to let that sand in because they're not raw cut. And then the top is just a standard little like bandeau top. This runs really small. If you've got big boobs, you either need to size up or skip out on this style top, simply because the material is just not that wide. It's not so much about the circumference, because as you can see, there are these little adjustable hooks right there. However, it's just, you know, like it's not that tall of a top. So you're either gonna have a little bit of cleavage or a little bit of under boob, but still very cute. I love the royal blue. So much so that I actually got a one piece in the royal blue as well. I have been seeing this style swimsuit everywhere recently. I believe it's called a monokini. It's where it almost looks like bikini bottoms and a one shoulder top, but it's connected by a little bit of fabric right here along the center. If you want a little more coverage, but you still want something sexy, this is definitely the kind of style I would reach for. It's got a very cute gold ring along the sides, and the bottoms of these are like the perfect amount of cheeky. The point where it like makes your butt look extra full, a little plump, and again, just I wish you could feel the quality of these. Almost like doesn't feel like a bathing suit. It almost feels like the material of Lululemon leggings. I know that sounds really weird because obviously these can get wet, but I've never felt a swimsuit like these. It's so different, and I'm obsessed. I really hope that they continue to keep that same material. And then last up, I actually got a swimsuit from their newest collection. Keep in mind that sustainable brands only have a handful of styles, and that's because they're only releasing new collections seasonally, quarterly. But this new collection has this really unique print. It's like a mix of orange, purple, and almost a little bit of brown. This is the same style top as that first one I showed you. It's got underwire to it, but the cups themselves are rather flimsy. And again, you've got those adjustable straps with that little hook along the back. Super cute top. And then I did get the bottoms to match. I also want to note that all of their tops and bottoms are sold separately and in various different color variations. So if you wanted, for instance, a different size up top, you could totally do that. And if you want a fuller coverage bottom, you want a cheekier bottom, you want the thong bottom, you can kind of choose which one you want. So that's very nice. I love when companies do that because it kind of helps you cater towards whatever you're comfortable wearing. As for the bottoms, they just look like this. Very similar to some of the last ones I've showed you. They've got tiny, tiny coverage in the back, but so cute. Very good basic tan lines. So I know that this was a short and sweet haul, but I'm very happy that I was able to highlight a new brand and some new suits for you guys today. Like I said, if you have any other brands that you are interested in seeing, please leave them down below. I am constantly trying to bring new ones onto my channel so that I can share my honest thoughts with you guys. So this will definitely not be the last time I'm wearing 7 swimwear. I hope it is the first that you are. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, stick around, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.